Hey everyone, SweetJohnnyCage here. Welcome back to part 4 of the Dark Souls 3 full playthrough walkthrough. Just full disclosure, it's been about a month since I actually started recording these, so I may kind of forget all that we've done sometimes, but I only did 3 parts, so it should be fine. Took a vacation and then worked on Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade, just to kind of give you some time context of how I'm doing these guides, but we're back now. So if you've never joined me for these walkthroughs, this is a Let's Play style walkthrough where I record as I talk and as I play, so it's a little live. You may hear a little bit of background noise, but I do my best to clean that up. I believe in any deaths, but if for some reason I have to try something 10 times, I'll cut those out and just splice them together just to save you time. So in this part of the walkthrough, we're going to go through the Road to Sacrifices, and we will end after we kill the Crystal Sage boss. So this area is a little large. Honestly, it's a big swamp, or not even swamp, just shallow lake area, but it's large and there's some big enemies. It takes a while to kill, so we'll be here for a little while. Show you my stats. Currently level 29 with 18 Vigor, 10 Attunement, 14 Endurance, 16 Vitality, 23 Strength, and 12 Dex, along with 9 Intelligence, 9 Faith, and 7 Luck. There is going to be an NPC named Orbek of Vinheim that we will run into towards the end of this walkthrough. In order to get him to go to Firelink Shrine and sell us any magic spells, sorceries is the word I was looking for, you need at least 10 Intelligence. So I will put a point into Intelligence just to kind of get that moving. But otherwise, I'm not going to be doing a spell build or anything like that. Okay, so... I should also show you my equipment. I have a Fire Longsword +1 and a Night Shield using the Northern set. And I have a Flamestone Plate Ring, Bloodbite Ring, Blue Tear Stone, and Covetous Silver Serpent Ring. Alrighty. Cool, let's go ahead and rest. And then... Actually, can I buy the key to the tower now? I know I could the whole time, but I just want to see how much it actually costs. It's 20,000. No, I'm not going to spend that right now. In part 1 of my walkthrough, I did show how to get to the roof without the key. So in case you're looking for how to do that, you can just check out the walkthrough there. Alright, so we're going to start at the dilapidated bridge Bonfire in the Undead Settlement. And from here, we're going to make our way towards the Road to Sacrifices. So in the previous walkthrough, we did this entire area, which can take a long time. It's one of the biggest in the game. But we actually unlocked this door here, so we can just run on through. Do be aware, though, there is a giant rat. So I'm just going to go ahead and run over here and kind of skip that. And then, yeah, I'm going to take this route. Yeah, I like it better. I'm going to take this route. And also, I'll just show you the statue. So, I covered this in the previous part of the walkthrough, but in case you are skipping here, this is the statue of Velka, and you can request absolution and dissolution. I don't actually... Oh, that's for curses. So, absolution absolves you of sins. And sinning in Dark Souls games is basically attacking NPCs. That counts as sin. So, if you attack an NPC... they will turn hostile and try to kill you and just attack you on sight. And as long as you haven't killed them, you can pray to the statue and pay a cost to absolve yourself of sin. And then those NPCs will become friendly again. That is unless you did something that, according to that NPC's, lore, they would consider, unforgivable. For example, if you were to kill, or if you were to give, why can I not remember her name? The miracle vendor woman, I can't remember her name. Irina? I don't remember. I'm not as familiar with Dark Souls 3 NPCs as I am Dark Souls 1 and everything. But if you were to give her a dark miracle, or Miracles of the Deep tome, her guardian would turn hostile towards you. Praying for absolution would not fix that. He will always be hostile towards you after you do that. I actually think... I'm not sure if you give her the tome or if it's if you just straight up buy them all from her or buy one from her. I can't really remember. But yeah, he'll turn hostile towards you for basically kind of killing her in a sense, like leading her down a really dark path. So we're going to skip these rats here. They can't climb ladders, which is nice. And then we'll come up here, and then we will now be on the other side of the village. And the reason I like doing it this way is because it just skips a lot of like tougher enemies. Okay, so now we can go into this tower. And then we can go down. I'm not sure which way this elevator is going to take us. This might take us up. Okay, we're going down. Great. All right, so as we go down here, there will be an Outrider Knight. And the Outrider Knight, or the Boreal Outrider Knight, is this big sort of a hulking enemy that can deal frost damage to you or build up your frost. And if that happens, you can get frostbitten and slow down. These guys are quite difficult. They are scattered throughout the game. They sort of... they kind of have the same general idea as Vort of the Boreal Valley, that boss that we fought earlier in High Wall of Lothric, the first boss. But they are a lot smaller, or skinnier, I should say, so they can attack a lot faster, as evidenced here. But they can also breathe snow and just sort of frost you if you're not careful. Oh boy. Oof. Got lucky there. Oh god. I may die. Wow. Jesus. Yeah. They're really tough. I'm pretty sure they're kill once enemies, so like once you deal with them, you never have to see them again. That should be it. Oh, one more hit. We got him. All right. And then I think you should drop, yeah, the Irithel Straight Sword. So each one of these that you kill, it's a guaranteed drop of some piece of armor or their weapon or something. So find all of them, kill them, and you can complete the set. All right, so opening up the door here to the Road of Sacrifices. We get the Bonfire for what I think is a much better name than Road of Sacrifices. This is the Crucifixion Woods Bonfire. Or maybe that's another one, but... Okay, this is Road of Sacrifices. There's a bonfire called Crucifixion Woods, and I thought it was such a better name than Road of Sacrifices, but... Okay, so... This area, our goal is to get over here, to this little keep here, but there's a lot to do here, and a really important weapon to get. So there are a few Corvian enemies here. These guys can summon help. They can call for help, so you gotta be careful. So you can get the drop on this one. Get the Shriving Stone. I don't even know what that does. What does the Shriving Stone do? Shriving Stone. I really have no idea. Oh, it undoes the weapon infusion. That's kind of nice. I never knew that. Alright. Treasure here. Soul of an Unknown Traveler. I'm going to come up here. Alright, and then there's another Corvian here. Very good. Okay, and then there's a whole lower section here that we will get to, but we'll do that a little later. And that lower section guards probably my favorite weapon of the game, the Butcher's Knife. Alright, so we have a couple of these guys. This one over here is a Corvian Storyteller. He's the one that can mostly summon for help the quickest, but he can also... He has a Poison Breath attack. Yep, see, he starts screaming. And now we gotta be careful. Yeah, there goes the Poison Breath. There's Poison Mist, really. But he is a good deal weaker than his like regular counterparts, so it's all good. He has less health. Typical caster fashion. Okay, so you see he landed down there. That's not good. Because we need to go down there, but... Oh my god, that scream. We got to go down there. But unfortunately now he's going to be guarding. somebody. So that's not great. There goes that guy. Yeah, when he screams, the other ones can sort of immediately sprout their wings. So you gotta be careful. If only I had wings. That's a good one. Okay. So let's go over here. And we can drop down here, I guess. I always feel like I'm like not doing this area correctly, but this is how I do it. Alright, so there's a Corvian guy here. I'm trying to see if maybe he'll drop. I guess not. Alright. Just remember that somebody dropped, but now this woman here has the weapon we want. So we can kill her in a couple ways. It's basically Maneater Mildred from Dark Souls 1, or Executioner Meralda from Demon Souls. Same thing. But she has very little poise, so we can kind of just kick her off the ledge if we want. Oh boy. Ooh, it didn't work out. Alright, we got her. Cool, so that is that NPC. I'm trying to find the name. I don't know. Doesn't say it in the guide. Anyway, she drops the Butcher's Knife, which is a really strong weapon. It has A scaling that turns into S scaling. So the physical damage is a little bit lower, but the bonus is a bit higher. So, oh, I don't have the required strength. Oh, I thought I did. Okay, I need 24 strength to wield that. What is my strength right now? 23? I could two-hand it. There we go. Alright, so we get the Brigand Axe there, and then don't forget that Corvian is down here still. There's the Brigand Armor. At least he should be. Maybe he fell. And you get the Brigand Twin Daggers. So the Brigand Twin Daggers is a cool weapon as well. Find that. I don't think I can wield that at all. Yeah, I need 18 dex. I only have 12. So the Twin Daggers are a cool weapon. Basically, if you two-hand it, you get 2 daggers. And then you can just slice and dice. It's really good for just straight up overwhelming your opponents, but it's not really my personal style in this game. Yeah, but it's a very good weapon, and you get it pretty early on. I mean, you're only in like the 4th area, so. Alright. So let's pop up here, kill this Corvian who's staring at us. Yeah, see, we just chunk now. We do so much more damage with this weapon. It's not necessarily weak, but you do have to keep an eye on it, because it can degrade somewhat quickly. Okay, cool, so that's just over here. Hello, other player. Alright. Come down here. Alright. And then we want to be careful, because there's a Corvian Storyteller over here. And there's one up there as well. So there's a couple guys on the bridge. And then he's going to scream. Yeah, the one on the cliff is going to scream and basically alert his friends. So we want to be mindful. You want to basically just get off the bridge, because you can get poisoned if you're not careful. Oh man, I almost rolled off the bridge. Okay. And that was a lie, treasure ahead. Oh no, there's one here. We'll check that out in a minute. Anyway, let me heal up. So there's a Corvian Storyteller, then there's 2 Corvians that will now. There's actually a 3rd one over there now. That's not preferred. Oh god. Jesus, I gotta run. I think one of them fell. Wow. Alright, so this one has red eyes, so he has more health than the rest and will do more damage, but he still goes down in 4 hits. Wow, that got violent. Okay. Alright, now I am almost positive that I've already gotten this treasure. No, maybe not. We got a couple dogs here. Oh god. Not good with the dogs. I hate dogs. Oh, that one was... I think this one's pregnant. That's sad. Anyway. Get Morn's Ring. I think this is a tome? Yeah, this is the Braille Divine Tome of Karim. So, we can give tomes to the Miracle Vendor, who... I gotta look up her name really fast. I feel so bad that I can't remember her name. Irina of Karim, I was correct. So you can give divine tomes to Irina of Karim, and then she will sell the miracles inside. So each tome has different miracles. So we will give that to her in a little while and see what that unlocks. Let's go ahead and kill this Corvian storyteller over here. Oh yeah, they can also shoot Pyromancy out of their staves, but that's okay, we don't worry about that. Alright, cool. So that's this little intro area, and then we're going to come up to a really important NPC. Two NPCs, actually, right here. So, this is Anri of Astora and Horace the Hushed. Horace doesn't ever say anything, just sort of breathes at you, but he does give you the Blue Sentinel's Covenant item, which allows you to join people's worlds to help them fight off invaders. It's a cool covenant, but unfortunately not very active. This here is Anri of Astora, so let's see what she has to say.
Oh, hello. How do you do?
It's actually a man, sorry.
I'm Anri of Astora, unkindled like you. This is Horace, a friend and travelling companion. Are you too in search of the Lords of Cinder? We're well along the road of sacrifices. Below us is the Crucifixion Woods. Beyond the flooded woods lies Farron Keep, home of the Undead Legion. Further yet is the Cathedral of the Deep. We seek the cathedral, home of the grim Aldrich. We may go our separate ways now, but we are both seekers of lords. The next time we cross paths, one may find the other in a time of need. May the flames guide your way.
Okay, so that's Anri of Astora. Anri of Astora is a unique NPC in that depending on which gender you pick when you're making your character, Anri's gender changes to the opposite. So if you play as a male, Anri's a female. If you play as a female, Anri's a male. And that's... I don't think that's ever been done before in a Souls game, and I don't really know if it's been done since. I don't think it was done in Sekiro that I can remember. Certainly not Bloodborne. Maybe we'll see an Elden Ring. I don't know. Oh, actually, since we have... before... So the first 3 parts of the walkthrough, we did not know the Elden Ring release date at that point. I filmed those before E3, and now we do. So, January, I think 21st, 22nd, we will find out. But yeah, so there's a whole huge quest line spanning basically the entire game with Anri of Astora, which is a really cool quest line involving... It actually goes several different ways depending on what you do. I haven't yet decided which one I want to go with because things change, but we'll decide that later. But just know that Anri is a very important NPC for your character. Okay, so let's take a little breather here. Let's go back to Firelink. We will give that Divine Tome to Irina, and then we will see what miracles she will sell with that. I don't think I'm going to buy any, but we'll see. Oh, yes, and now that we have met... Anri of Astora, Sirris of the 9 realms, I think, or 7 realms? 7 suns, something like that. Sirris shows up. She's a bit cagey at first, but let's talk to her.
You're an unkindled, aren't you? I am Sirris of the Sunless realms, former servant of the divinity. Duties we each bear, but one's duty is a solitary affair. I doubt we've much to gain from fraternization. Blessing of the moon upon your journey.
Alright, so she is Sirris of the Sunless realms. Her father is Hodrick, the one who invited us into the Covenant and also invaded us as a purple invader. So this is his daughter. She has a small quest line. She'll pop up in various places, and she kind of moves. She comes and goes from Firelink throughout the game. All right, let's go over to Irina. And give her the tome, and then we'll see what she sells. Aegon of Kareem is the bodyguard. I don't know why I couldn't remember that earlier. Okay, so we can give her the divine tome. And then she can sell us the miracles inside. So now we have Caressing Tears, Tears of Denial, Force, and Homeward, I think, is the ones that came from that tome. You do want to be careful, though, because there are dark tomes, or dark divine tomes, that you can give her, but that will change her questline. So you have to be careful with those. Okay, so I definitely don't have close to 20,000 souls. I want to buy the tower key so we can sort of get that covered, but we need more souls. All right, so let's go ahead and go back to the halfway fortress. And then we will start working on the Crucifixion Woods. I just feel like the whole area should have been called the Crucifixion Woods. All right, so really cool thing. You see these 3 flames? There's one here, there's one here, and then there's one here. Those are the flames of Farron. We will go to Farron's Swamp and put them out. But it's important to know that when you put them out, anytime you look into this area, those flames will have been extinguished. So it's just a cool little world updating effect. All right, so the Crucifixion Woods have these enemies that are actually quite annoying. They have effectively like big logs, but they're more or less, crucifixes. And they can like slam them into you. They can run into you with them. So you got to be careful. And obviously they have a really big range. So you kind of got to kite these guys around, and there's a whole lot of them. All right, so they drop a pike, which is nice. What we're going to do is we're actually going to do this backwards because we can sort of drop off of this little cliff here. And this allows us to get the jump on a couple enemies, as well as this treasure here, which is the soul of an unknown traveler. Okay. Just trying to intelligently do this. Alright. Let's go down here. It's going to aggro this dog, but not the guy, which is helpful. And then we can just deal with the dog really fast. Great. And now we can get the jump on this guy. I should have backstabbed him. He's guarding a Titanite shard. And then we have these 3 pilgrims over here. So let's try to deal with these guys. Oh my god. How do they have that much poise? That was ridiculous. Oh god. Wow. Yeah, as you can see, they just really cut you up. Okay, cool. So now that that's done, you can see these little crabs around, but there's also a giant crab down here. So the little crabs really won't do much to you, but the giant crab has a huge aggro range. These little things return from Dark Souls 2. You do got to be careful of them, though, because they can emit a mist that you have to be careful of. And they can also sort of surround you. So there's an enemy right here. Yeah, there we go. His crucifix popped in. Try to backstab him. I doubt we can get it. Nah. It's okay. These guys are incredibly strong. They thrash around like maniacs, so you gotta be careful. But luckily, the Butcher's Knife deals quite a bit of stagger damage, so you don't... You can sort of get in their face, and then once you like run out of stamina, just back up. Alright, dropped another shard. I feel like there's another one like lying in wait. Another one of those crucified dudes. Yep, right there. Should have gone around. That's okay. Oh boy. Yeah, I think you cannot backstab these guys because of the crucifix that they're wearing. Oh boy. R1. Come on. There we go. I was just mashing R1. Okay. Cool. And I got an Estus Flask back. That's nice. What are these things called? Poison horn bug. Okay. So you can see over here, we're pretty close to the giant enemy crab now. But they move sometimes. So sometimes... Yeah, I think you might have moved over there if that's not a different one. Okay, so let's come in here. We're actually not going to be able to like totally complete this little area. for a couple reasons. But there's a door here that does not open from the side, guarded by a big crystal lizard. But I still want to come over here because we have our first Black Knight. Fans of Dark Souls 1 will be all too familiar with these guys. He's an ultra great sword Black Knight. Luckily, we can backstab him. Never mind. Oh, Jesus. I kind of forgot what weapon I was using. Oh, God. This is pretty bad. I'm like just trying to fish out the backstab, but these guys are kind of hard to backstab. Oh, why am I one-handing? Why was that a one-handed hit? There we go. Ooh, that was close. So you can parry these guys, of course, but I'm just... Because I'm using the Butcher's Knife two-handed, I don't want to rely on parries. The parry window, or like the backstab window in this game is pretty generous, so you don't have to be like perfectly aligned. But anyway, that's your first Black Knight. He will respawn, so make sure you clear this area as best you can. Just making sure there's no other enemies. I don't think there are. Okay, cool. So this is the Farron coal, which will allow us to infuse weapons, or do additional infusions, I believe. Cell Sword Twin Blades is another excellent dex build item. Really, really strong. Then we can come over here to this staircase and get this other treasure up here. For the Cell Sword set. All right. So believe it or not, this door, I'm almost positive you can't... Yeah, you access this door from Farron's Swamp, so we'll come back here in the next part, but we will not open this door in this section of the walkthrough, so don't worry about it. Okay, so walking in the little swamp here, we have these little baby crabs, and I think if we start attacking them, the big crab comes over to defend them. No, guess not. I'm just being careful here. All right, yeah, there he comes. All right, so we got Big Boy over here. The big crabs are a tiny bit frustrating because they can submerge into the water. Why am I not locking onto the giant one? There we go. So the big crabs can submerge into the water. And when they pop back up, their health resets. So they're a little frustrating to deal with. Also, they take barely any damage. They're just giant tanks, literally. Oh, God. Yeah, and they can just, like, hold their arm up and run towards you. I'm actually not even going to kill this thing right now. It's not worth my time at this point. My weapon is not upgraded, and I don't think they really drop much. They'll show you how they disappear. So if you get them, like, totally out of the water, they'll either back up or just, like, submerge and go away. Alright, so now what we're doing is... Oh! Yep, I knew he was around. I heard him. I was going to say we're going to be looking for more of these crucifix pilgrims. Oh, we're poisoned. It's okay. There's a bonfire very close. So I'm really not concerned at all. Alright, come around here. More of these bugs. They are guarding a treasure. And like I said before, like this area is just really big, and while there's not like a ton of difficult enemies or anything like that, it's easy to get lost. So you just want to be like mindful of where you're going. The twin dragon great shield from there. I realize I'm poisoned, but I'm just not going to address that problem. here. This guy's just a literal ray of sunshine. But there's another one on the other side of that tree. I don't know if you saw his little spike tree stump move, but he's there. I'm choosing to deal with the dog first, just because I don't want that dog thrashing around. Alright, very good. Nice, we got another flask. I think somebody kindled the bonfire or something. That's a Dark Souls 1 mechanic, never mind. Not really sure how you get flasks back in Dark Souls 3. I don't really know what causes that. There's this guy. Okay. Great, and that's this whole little area here. I guess there's one more. Hi. Okay. So there's a lot of treasure in the swamp here, and since we're choosing not to deal with the big crabs, we're basically just going to do like some runs through the swamp and try to get the various items inside. So believe it or not, Yellowfinger Hazel. I don't think this is scripted. I think this is a player. I am Embered, so this is a player. Alright, well, we'll see how PvP goes. It's probably going to go really poorly because I don't have a good weapon. Like, my weapon's not upgraded at all. I have no idea where the invasion spot is in this area either. So. Oh. Hello. That was good. That was a good spell. Maybe they'll run out of mana at some point. Yeah. You can just sidestep these. If you're far enough away, they come on an angle, so it's fine. I feel like he's going to run out of mana eventually. Oh god. Yikes. This is boring. I get annoyed at these fights. He has more health and more Estus than me. My weapon is so weak. Yeah. I'm dead. One hit and I'm dead. I probably have 1 HP. Yeah, that's fine. Alright, so that invasion did not work in my favor, as expected. I mean, I'm using a non-upgraded weapon. I had no Estus when they invaded, or 2. So, that's okay. So what we're going to do now is we're going to search for the bonfire. Got our souls back. And now we're going to start... Whoa. Oh, that was like that was like a magic pixel of a hit. Alright. So we're going to go ahead and look for the bonfire, which is in this general direction. So let's just head over here. We're going to run past these guys. They don't really drop anything, and I've already killed them. So I'm just going to run over here. And then the bonfire is over here on this hill. At least I thought it was. Is it not? Is it somewhere else? I think it's up there, actually. Alright. So, oh god. Yeah, this means I have to kill these guys. Alright. I could have sworn the bonfire was like right here. Is it over here? Yes, okay, it's right here. This is where the bonfire is. Okay, very good. So let's light this. I'm not going to actually go anywhere with it yet, though. Okay, so there's still several treasures here in the swamp. What we're going to do first, though, is we're going to turn around and we're going to keep heading in the direction that we were running. Just to kind of... Oh, there's that friggin' dog again. And then homeboy. Alright. So, this will lead to the boss, so we're going to hold off on that for now. But first, we're going to go this way. The swamp, like... It basically, like, folds in on itself. There's, like, lots of little paths for you to take. But there's, like, an efficient way to take them, if that makes any sense. Please don't walk off the ledge. Thank you. Alright, so below here is a big enemy. Yeah, there's a couple of crucified guys. I think they're called lycanthrope hunters. Maybe? Anyway, but they're guarding... I think this is an Estus flask shard. Yeah, this is an Estus shard. So they're guarding that. So we got to be careful in how we approach this. Hopefully we can just wake one of them up. Yes. Okay, great. Oh, I thought he was about to jump. That's why I rolled. Okay, great. We'll get a Titanite shard for our troubles, and then there's one more over here. Like I said, there's an efficient way to, like, go about these areas. And so approaching this from the backside ensures that you can just aggro one of these guys instead of both of them and just cleanly sort of take care of everything. Okay. Right. And so here we are, right near the bonfire again. Alright, so from this side, we are now going to start clearing out the swamp. And we will come back to this bonfire because this little doorway here leads to the boss. We're not going to do that just yet. Okay, so let's go over here and just always be mindful of where the big crab is, because they do have a gigantic aggro range. Alright, so there's a treasure over there. I'm not going to go for that one just yet. Instead, we're going to go over here. Let's come on up here. All right, and then this guy is a bit of a booby trap. I believe this is a Sage's Devout. Luckily, they're pretty weak, but there are often... Yep, okay, so luckily he just didn't see me, but there are enemies up here that can drop down and also snipe you, so you gotta be careful. but they're mostly pretty weak, so you don't have to worry. But they do cast spells. Over here. Yeah, especially the casters. The casters are super weak. Hey, Crystal Lizard. Alright, get a Crystal Gem. Very good. Hit him with the old 1, 2, 3. Alright, I'm just trying to be very mindful of where we are, because I think we might be, like, actually getting closer to the boss. Yeah, I know for a fact we're getting closer to the boss. So, let me just clear this out, since we're here. Yeah, we are basically at the boss's door. And there's an enemy behind us, so we gotta be careful. Oh man, these guys actually have a lot of health. Oh my god, he hit me with the Soul Ray. I gotta get out. Oh my god, it's live in these streets. Right, so there he is. Yeah, so I apologize for taking us down the wrong path, but it happens sometimes. Okay, very good. So this ramp leads to the boss. So once you go through this archway, this is the boss. This is the Crystal Sage. We'll come back here later. Still a lot to do here. So fun's not over yet. Just trying to decide which way to go. Right, let's come over here. And then... oh boy. So, he's going to wake everybody up. Get a firebomb. Yep, everybody wakes up. Everybody comes to say hello. Luckily, we can just sort of bait them all to come up here, and then it's pretty easy to deal with, but it always sucks when that guy wakes up. There's still a caster down here. Yep, there he is. Alright, cool, cleared it out. Very good. There's a treasure here. This is the Heretic Staff, which is a decent staff. Okay. Right, and then here we are in this little broken window. Like I said, least of the boss. I just didn't realize that the full loop did this as well. Orbek of Vinheim should be around here somewhere, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, so Orbek should be over here. Oops. Right, so this is Orbek of Vinheim, this guy right here. Unfortunately, I do not have 10 intelligence, so I'm not going to speak with him just yet. But as you can see, he's literally just right above the entrance to the boss, so we at least know where to come back for him. Alright, get some blue bug pellets, and now let's return to the swamp. I'm not going to drop down there. That's a booby trap, don't do that. We will come back to there from, like, the other side. Okay, cool. Oh man, this place is intense. And there's the crystal lizard we killed. So now let's head back out. Go this way so we can get a treasure. Otherwise we would have missed it. So this is how you get this treasure on the ledge here. Which is the golden falcon shield. What I'm actually going to do is we picked up the grass crest shield earlier, so I'm going to go ahead and equip that. Yeah, the grass crest shield gives you passive stamina regeneration, which is very, very helpful. Okay. So. Grab this. Large soul of an unknown. Okay, so. Right here, there are 2 NPCs to kill. They're hostile. They can never be friendly. They're just here to stand in your way. There's a quick way to kill them, which is to sort of duck through a ladder and like bait them to drop down after you, but it's pretty dangerous because you can fall off or just totally miss it. So I don't like to go that route. Instead, we're going to just try to deal with them straight up. If they prove to be too much of a challenge for me with my non-upgraded weapon, then we'll just do the ladder, the ladder method. Sometimes you can like kite the first guy out without drawing the attention of the other one. Trying to see if I have any poison knives or anything. No. Okay. So let's see what we can do here. Nope, never mind. They're both here. Yeah, so this guy has a target shield, or a buckler, really. And a great club, so pretty hostile. This guy has a curved sword, and they both have high poise, so you gotta watch out for that. It's not like a guaranteed hit every single time. Oh, that was a free riposte. They're so fast, it's crazy. Oh! You also gotta be careful because there's that giant enemy crab around. So make sure you use your omnidirectional rolling. Yeah, like I said, high poise. Drink again. I may use the ladder method on these guys. This is getting intense. How did that hit me? That was like the last frame. You gonna try to kick me? Alright, I don't know where the other one is. He's running around like a psycho. God damn. Yep, I knew he was around. I would love for him to take out his shield again and start blocking so I can get that free riposte, because one hit gives you the riposte on him. I'm pretty sure these guys can heal, so you gotta be a little careful. Damn. No, I'm not getting pinched by these guys. Yeah, you want to always make sure you have both of them like in your sights, pretty much. Otherwise you get in trouble. X. Sometimes just like the force of their hits can hit you. So you gotta be careful. Oh no. Oh, that was terrible. And I'm out of Estus, of course. And the backstab only does 106, which is just lovely. That's what you want to see. Yikes! Yeah, he can get that extra hit in. Which is just so gnarly. Get a backstab. I'm gonna Ember if I take another big hit. Just to get some more heals off. I don't know where the other one went. This isn't good. I don't know where the other one is. I think he fell into the swamp, so he'll be back. This gives us time on this guy. Yeah, there he is. Alright. Time to Ember. These guys are tough. It's just a tough fight. It just takes a long time. That was it. I didn't realize he was blocking. Yikes. Do I have a Divine Blessing? God. Alright, that's one. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. I'm gonna leave that item for now. Hey, I got a flask back. I don't know what causes that, but so glad it did. Alright, so this guy I'm not really gonna be able to backstab, I don't think. He's just so strong. Let me go grab this item. Alright, get the Great Club. Oh, wow. Alright, so that's the two NPCs. Oh my god. Just the Murakomo. Exile Greatsword. Okay, so that's them. Now we have 20,000 souls. Oh god. Alright, so there's another giant crab. I'm almost positive he's guarding a tome, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, he is. So he's over there. What I'm going to do, though, is just to be safe, is I'm going to light this bonfire. This is the next area. This is Farron Swamp. We're not going to do Farron Swamp. But this bonfire is so helpful. So let's go ahead and light this, and then we will refill. And then we're going to go back. So those NPCs that we dealt with before, they do not respawn, which is, of course, very helpful. Let's walk back in, and then we can get whatever that crab is guarding. Before we do that, though, let's go over here, and then I'm almost positive there's a Black Knight here, if I'm not mistaken. No, okay, that might have been in a mod. I played Dark Souls 3 Cinders last year, so yeah, I still know a lot of those locations. Okay, so great. So this is the other side where we found that ember. So that's basically just what's on the other side of this. And again, here are the flames of Farron. All right. Cool. Let's head back into the little swamp here. I call it a little swamp because there is a, you know, the actual swamp of Farron, so, or Farron Swamp rather. Grab this treasure. Fallen Night Helm. All right. So let's go back through here. There is a little aqueduct for us to go into here. There's going to be some enemies for us to deal with. Yep. There's this big friendly guy. Alright, so that's him. And there's some treasures in here for us. Get the Sage Ring, that's really nice. Sage Ring restores FP, I believe. Shortened spell casting time. Okay, I knew something with magic. So that's that. Now let's go to the crab. See what he has to say for himself. We already did this, right? Yes, we did that area. Okay. I didn't realize he was chasing me. Jesus. Alright, so now we basically just got to do a run through this little area so we can get our items. Yep, I mean, the crabs are so fast. It's unfair. Oh my god, it's the same dude. It's the same guy as before. Conjurer set and a tome. Jesus. I gotta get out of this little deep part of the swamp here. Yeah. Okay. When I embered earlier, I had a feeling this was going to happen. I know he's still behind me. So I'm just going to try to fight him down here. Actually, why don't we do this? I'm going to try to knock him off the ladder when he gets on it. He may wind up knocking me off, but it's not a big deal. My blood stain would be right here. What did we pick up before? Great Swamp Pyromancy Tome. So we give that to Cornyx. This guy's not going to bite. I mean, you could keep trying that. They're not going to go through the wall. Yeah, that's free for you. It's fine. I really don't care. Okay, so that's fine. Bloodstain should be right up top. So let's grab that, and then we will go fight the Crystal Sage boss. Actually, yeah, I think it's most efficient to just do the boss, and then we'll go. Yeah, okay. I need to level up to speak with Orbek, but it's fine. Alright, so let's go fight the boss. Just because we would need to make 2 trips to Firelink anyway. Just because I don't have the souls to level up once and get the tower key. So, it's fine. Alright, cool. Let's run to the boss. So the Crystal Sage can be hard. I think I've died to it 5 times now. So what I recommend doing is as soon as the fight starts, he can cast Homing Crystal Soul Mass, which is a really powerful spell and just annoying to deal with. So if he starts off by casting that, just sort of wait a second. And he will teleport after you deal some damage to him. Right there he is. He teleports to fixed locations, so it's not like random at all. And then once you hit him, he'll begin his teleport. Just watch out for the crystals. Sort of spin the camera around. There he is. There's an audio cue, but sometimes you can be too far away and you miss it. So once the boss gets below 50% HP, he will begin to cast clones. And if you're doing this fight early, I recommend, like early as in right now, I actually recommend going after the clones because they can deal a lot of damage to you. See, once the music sort of crescendos here, you want to start going after the clones. The clones only have 1 HP, but you still got to be careful because the boss is out there. Oh, God. Boss is out there. He still has really powerful magic. Be careful. There's one more clone over here. Jesus. Alright, so that's that. Make sure you drink up. Clones over here. Watch your back. It's so easy for the boss to just deal like a ton of damage to you. It has really strong attacks. We're gonna wait for this orb. Okay, so those are the clones. And we can go back on the boss. When you see the Homing Crystal Soul Masses like light up, that's when you gotta move. That's when you gotta get out of there. Alright, so just one more hit. Oh my god. Yeah, we're gonna do it, don't worry. At this point, like, you can either Zerg the boss if you can find him early enough. We did not. That's okay. That wasn't him either. Whoa. Alright, so the boss is in the corner. Same setup as the first time. So let's go ahead and hit this guy. Just kind of get this over with. And great, all the Homing Crystal Soul Mass is gone. Just hit him once and he's dead. Oh man, that is Crystal Sage. That took a lot longer than I'd like to. I mean, I admit to it. It took 5 tries, but it took a long time. Consider it. So you get some souls for your troubles. Don't forget to come up here, though. For nothing. I thought there was a treasure up here. Maybe that's like a safe spot or something. I don't know. Anywho, so we're not done yet. Let's go back to Firelink Shrine. And then we are going to level up. We're going to talk to Orbek. And we're going to level up. We're going to go back to the swamp, talk to Orbek, and then go back to Firelink. Because we're not done yet. Talk to the Firekeeper. We're going to put 1 point into intelligence. All right. Cool. So now that we have 10 intelligence, we can now speak with Orbek. So, yeah, Crystal, Sage, Bonfire. Yeah, may have to work backwards a little bit, but that's okay. Okay. Cool. I have a feeling that guy's going to invade us again. Anyway, now that we can work backwards, we can take care of these guys a lot easier. Not have to worry about them ganging up on us as much. Okay. Here's one more, if I'm not mistaken. There he is. Okay, so Orbek is just above us, so we just gotta do a little bit of running around. There we go. Alright, come over here. Like I said, you need at least 10 intelligence in order for Orbek to speak with you.
Well, this is unexpected. I don't often have visitors. What do you want? This is my study that you've happened upon. If you haven't any business, I've reading to get back to. How intriguing. Very well. Indeed, I am a sorcerer, with plenty to share. However, what champion demands service without recompense? Clearly, you're not that sort of woman. So you will make me a promise that in exchange for my teaching, you will bring me knowledge in the form of scrolls detailing sorcery's secrets. Well, can you assure me of this? Very well. You're no fool. I take it you understand the weight of a promise. I am Orbek, of Vinheim, Unkindled One. I shall teach you sorceries. We will learn together. It shall be like our very own school.
Okay, so Orbek has now gone to Firelink, and I have been invaded. So, yeah, great. It's like the third invasion. Luckily, it's a different person, though, so... Ugh, I can't even go there. I was gonna, like, try to get him in an open arena. Okay, so after being invaded and doing all that, let's go back to Firelink Shrine, and then we will sort of shore up everything left in this walkthrough. Alright, so what we need to do is we need to purchase the tower key. Okay, got the tower key. Let's go ahead and speak with Andre, upgrade our weapon. We can also give him the shard that we found to increase our Estus. And then let's go to reinforced weapon. Alright, go to +1 for that. +2, +3. Cool, so now our weapon is upgraded.
Oh, and in 1P. You can...
Okay, so I wasn't sure if he would go just yet. Alright, so Orbek appears here. So if you ever want to learn sorceries, just speak with him. And then you will find sorcery tomes. Feel free to give those to him. And then we did find a pyromancy tome, so we can give that to Cornyx of the Great Swamp.
Yes.
Okay, and then that gives us some additional pyromancies. I am going to purchase Flash Sweat because we will need it much later. Actually, I'll wait. I'll wait on that. Okay, so now that we've done that, and we have the tower key from the Shrine Handmaiden, let's go ahead and go outside. Let's go to the second floor. We can do some things now. So in the first part of the tutorial, I showed you how to get up onto this section of the roof using this tree. So I can just demonstrate it again really fast. It's basically like that, but I'm not going to waste time. Because we have the key now. Great, so go ahead and use the tower key. Come up here. And then we are going to go up the elevator. Or up the stairs. Go to this elevator over here. And then I think once we step on this, it should close behind us. Like once it goes out of view. Maybe not. There's a reason I'm saying that can happen. But we may be doing this at maybe not the best time. So this is a Firekeeper soul. So we can bring that to the Firekeeper. I'm just making sure that dropping off here doesn't lead to any treasures. I think it actually might. I'm not. Okay. Cool, so let's go down. Take the elevator back down. While we're doing that, I'm going to look something up really fast. So patches can show up here if you lit Rosaria's bonfire before opening the main gate to the Cathedral of the Deep, but we didn't do that. So there is a treasure here that is a huge pain to get. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna try this a few times. I'll cut out, you know, any like thing that doesn't work, but I'm pretty sure you just roll. Yep. And then you get the Firekeeper set. I did that on the first try. I want everybody to remember that. I did that on the first try. Then we can drop down here, and then there's something else here, which is the Estus ring. So the Estus ring increases the amount of healing we get from Estus, I believe. Yes. So let's go ahead and take away the flamestone plate. Put that here, and now we can open up this door that we first saw when we first got to Firelink. So now we're outside. But there's a little bit more to do. I anticipated taking this taking way longer, but I'm just good, you know? Let's go back inside. Then we'll go upstairs. Then we'll go outside again. Okay, so now we have to like access the roof correctly, right? So we gotta drop down that ladder for ourselves. Let's go back upstairs. And then instead of going into the tower, instead, we're basically just going to drop off. Go ahead and heal. And then you can just drop off right here. Great, and now you're on the roof. So with that, you can now drop this ladder. Perfect. And then you now have access to Sparkly the Crow, or Pickle Repum, or whatever the crow's name is. I do want to just see if we have anything remaining. Solaire set. Armor of the Sun. So you get this entire armor by trading. I don't think I have anything else. Oh, maybe the Sea Brow? I don't think he gave me any. No. Lightning urn? Do I have any lightning urns? No. Okay, that's right. So anyway, this is the trading crow. But yeah, so that's basically the rest of Firelink Shrine, like, totally unlocked now that we have the key. And that'll be it. So in the next part of... Oh, God. In the next part of the walkthrough... Hey, I'm on the chair. I have a chair. King of the castle. So in the next part of the walkthrough, we will go through the Cathedral of the Deep. And the Cathedral of the Deep is a really interesting area. And this sort of exemplifies when Dark Souls 3 begins kind of splitting. The world of Dark Souls 3 is not necessarily recursive like it is in Dark Souls 1, meaning it's like a spherical world and everything sort of is connected to itself and built upon itself. Am I using the word recursive correctly? Let me just look at it. Recursive, characterized by recurrence or repetition. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, it's less of a recursive world and more of a branching tree. So, there are a lot of dead ends in Dark Souls 3, which is similar to Dark Souls 2, which is why you have quick travel at the start. And so, at this point right here, this is where things start branching. So, we're going to do Cathedral of the Deep next, and then that's going to end. Like, that is as far as you can go on that branch. And then after that, we're going to sort of go back to Road of Sacrifices, but instead we're going to go into Farron Keep. And then we're going to do the Farron Swamp area. And then that sort of branches into the Catacombs, and then that branches into more places, and so it just sort of keeps branching from there. So this is like our first branch, and the reason that we're going to do Cathedral of the Deep next is because we need an item from that boss in order to proceed into like the rest of the game. Basically what will happen is if you don't do this area, after you go through the next branch, past Farron Keep, past Farron Swamp, past the Catacombs of Karthus, you'll get to an area after the Catacombs, and there will be an invisible barrier. And you cannot pass this barrier. It's not invisible, but it looks invisible. You cannot pass this barrier unless you find the item at the end of Cathedral of the Deep. So that's why we're doing this first. Yeah, so that's why. So we will do Cathedral of the Deep next. And that's it. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment. I'll do my best to help you out. If you're looking for more guides for Dark Souls 3, please subscribe to the channel so you get alerted when new guides go live. If you're interested in supporting the channel monetarily, please consider becoming a channel member by clicking the blue join button below this video. Don't forget to follow me on Twitter and on Twitch, and as always, I'm SweetJohnnyCage. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.